Now, is there somebody special at work that you'd like to approach for a date? Well, Byron likes to think he's a bit of a player in the office. Let's see how he gets on. Well, dating Dynamo down at Sodergren's back.
Oh, yeah.
Did he get anything right?
I think we could tell definitely from the first one the wrong way, which was horribly done. But the second one, I would always say, maybe don't introduce yourself straight away. You could always have an opener. Can you remember we talked about that before?
Yes.
You'd have something else you could talk about first before instantly going, hi, my name's Byron, because you're almost going into that, the other realm of being really, really cheesy and being almost too aggressive and too confident.
It's a little bit formal as well,
It's a bit
isn't
formal. Well, who would say you're cheesy? Never. And who would say you're formal, but it is a little bit too formal to use the handshake. Also, with that one, your body language isn't quite right. I know we're doing it as a bit of a humorous kind of skit, but the body language should be a lot more slower, because slowness implies confidence, and that's what you need to have at work.
Does it mean backward?
It can mean backward as well.
No, I think taking it at a steady pace does show confidence.
Right, OK. Does it?
Yeah,
really?
I would agree with that, yeah.
All right, in regards to eye contact in the office, I mean, how should you approach someone without looking like the office perv?
OK, I think because there's a very different way of approaching people at night time,
yes,
where you can be a bit more office pervy, shall we say, and a bit more like a player because it's more high energy.
Yeah.
Office environments are very low energy, so the eye contact rule about approaching in 3 seconds doesn't have to happen. You can be a little bit more casual about it. If you just happen to bump into someone at the water cooler and you start talking, that's a lot more romantic than some guy looking over and then going, right, the best approach, and hello, my name's Byron. So we would be playing on the whole. Basically, attractive women are often alone in low-energy environments, especially at work, and this gives you the chance to approach and also gives you a chance to be romantic because it will completely take them off guard because they're busy. So I would say be romantic because you can be.
We've got another clip I'd like you to have a look at and give me some tips, please, Dan. Please. What do you think then, Dan?
I think the second one, you're certainly a nice guy. The first one, well, we're going to begin in horrible suits and the rest of it, so I wouldn't bother to be spanky. But I'd say the second one, being a nice guy also doesn't put you in a very good light either.
I struggled with that, to be honest.
Well, you most probably couldn't do it, and you can't fake it either. You've got to be sincere. I would say in that kind of situation, you've got much more of a chance if you were to talk about, let's say, what she was doing, and then use an opener.
Right.
So you could be saying, OK, who's this for? Incidentally, who do you think lies more, men or women? And instantly go into a funny conversation. Getting the door is something you do maybe, when ladies were dropping the handkerchiefs. I think we're past that now.
Well, let's have one look at one final clip.
Should be automatic anyway.
Well, absolutely. You shouldn't have to say, let me get the door for you.
You sit on either side.
What was that, Nina? We're scrambling around trying to get Lauren and Rachel into the studio. What do you think of the ladies' performances?
Oh, fantastic. Nothing wrong with that. Well done. You managed to act very nicely around Byron. Well done.
They were very polite. They were very good, considering I was being a sort of leery fool.
I think the nice thing, if you do fancy someone at work, is it can build up slowly, and you're sober, which makes a difference.
Exactly. It's building up slowly, being sober, which does make a difference. But also, you don't have to approach. You haven't got the anxiety. You've also got if you think about it from a social evolution point of view, you're all part of the same tribe. So realistically, you already kind of know each other already. What I would advise you to do is never, when you approach someone at work, approach them through someone else to get their phone number.
My friend fancies you kind of thing.
Exactly, the very, very same. Because a lot of you'd be amazed, a lot of men do this, and they get phone numbers and say, oh, yeah, well, I got it through the HR person, so it's fine. So if you're going to be doing that with Rachel, please don't. Just answer.
And do relationships that start at work last?
There is a bit of a thing about this. Meeting at work is the third... You meet through friends, you meet through chance encounters, and at work. That's how people actually meet. But people who meet at work, they don't tend to last. And that's another danger. So I would always advise, don't actually start a relationship at work. Also because of the political
Unless, of course, you leave.
Unless, because you're on a 2-week kind of placement.
The girls look strangely relieved at that bit of it.
So before we leave, any of you two free Saturday night? Any chance?
Yeah, I think, you go to www.attractionfaction.co.uk. You'll be fine. I'll help you. You'll be all right. You'll be fine.
No escape from Byron Evans. No one's safe, and you're not safe if you've got a brolly this morning, because it's absolutely chucking it.